Hello, we're gonna do some window painting, and figured you guys could come along with us if we're not in like a crazy rush like we normally are. So we're at this little restaurant here, and it's very tinted glass, so we're gonna work on the outside, and luckily it is covered properly, so here we go. So yeah, I'm just using a chalk marker so that I can see the outline because it's tinted glass. And then this just like rubs off, or you can just like paint right over it. So do the snowman here. I like doing two-tiered snowmen. I just feel like they're easier to get even, and they're just like cuter, like just adorable. Make sure he's nice and round. And then he's gonna be up on a snow hill here. And then the rest is gonna be trees. So I will first do him in complete white.
Here's the kit. What kind of paint do you use?
Craft acrylic paint. Just like that. Or, you know, like this from Michaels.
And interior paints is
and
a new thing.
Interior paint. Just whatever interior paint. It doesn't like...
Helps it not melt.
Yeah. But I'm out of interior paint right now, so. So I try to paint with the shapes so that I can see them underneath. Well, first I do an outline with the paint. And then I do a second layer, and you can see the first layer underneath.
We have 16 people watching.
Hello, 16 people.
Everybody send some hearts.
Yay! Hearts, please.
Oh, they're coming in.
Tap that screen, yos.
And Dana liked the live. And liked it again and again.
And again and again from different angles. Is it a little easier to see now?
Much easier. We'll back up. So an interesting fun fact about the neighborhood. This side of the street is Surrey. That side of the street is Delta. So we're right on the border.
I didn't know that.
Let us know where all you guys are from. Where you're watching from.
All right. Well, let's let that guy dry, and we'll do some trees.
It's a big brush.
My Big Daddy brush. If you want to know where I get this brush from, this is like the brush I use for my trees. I get it from Michaels in the in the mixed media section of paintbrushes. So you got to go to the fine art area, and then in the paintbrushes, mixed media, and then it's super soft synthetic brushes. And this is like about $25 for the big one.
And always make sure anytime you go to Michael's, go into the app and get the coupon. You usually get 40% off a single item there.
Yeah.
Otherwise, everything's costs a fortune.
Everything up. But that's where I get my stuff from. And then again, the paint I use is just craft acrylic paint, so you can get that at Michael's too if you want to. Just fill in a little bit of the ground. And try not to touch the edge.
Clyde Girl says if you use a roller, it goes on smoother.
Yeah, I mean, I've tried it. I don't like it.
Yeah, we got a train going here.
I like the paint strokes a little bit better, so. Okay, ready for the trees.
Don't blink.
Don't blink, yeah.
They're gonna happen fast.
Okay, there's the one. Well, the tint is really strong, so you can see the scratches. But from far away, it'll look really nice.
Christmas time is brighter with you. Snowflakes, they dance in the glow, running, leaving prints.
We'll give you the wide view back here.
Christmas time is brighter with you. Our hearts are alive.
Randy says, I love your trees.
Thank you. All right, here's one tree. Another one nice and close. This is going to be a thicker forest.
Starlight on a cold winter's night, sleigh rides as the kids travel by. Christmas time is brighter with you. Our hearts are alive.
Okay.
Here's our snowman.
It's Christmas with you. Our hearts are alive, singing carols outside. Our hearts are alive, singing carols.
Randy says, what kind of brush do you use for the trees? Let's get close. There it is.
I was just explaining earlier, it's from Michaels in the mixed media space in the brush where you can get the fine art brushes. And this is the biggest one they have of this type of brush.
We have 68 people watching.
Hello! Welcome! Make sure you guys follow, because I don't just do winter paintings. I do Chinese New Year, I do Easter and Canada Day, and then I also do wall murals, and I do digital work and canvas paintings and markets.
Lindsay says hi.
A million things. Hi, Lindsay! I do a lot of stuff, so make sure you guys following. Okay. That's cute. Looking good already.
Now off to the other side here.
Okay.
Rock My World says, nice to see you adding the Christmas spirit. Looks amazing so far.
Thank you. Right. So I'm gonna give you a close up on how I do these trees. I'll do it quickly or slowly. Here, I'll go from this side. Okay, so first I do the trunk. Doesn't have to be perfect, it just gives me an idea. And I get rid of, on the bottom here, I get rid of that, like, that line, like that. Get rid of that. And then, with this brush, you can do two different trees. One is an upward tree, and two is a downward branch tree. So I'll do both. I'll show you how to do the upward tree. So first, you want to make sure that you just tap like super lightly at the top because you don't want it to be like huge chunkers at the top. So do a little bit of that. And then as I tap, I go back and forth. And I start getting a little bit wider. And I'm just tapping and going back and forth. And then by the time I get to right around here is when I start pressing a little harder. And I actually don't lift all the way up. I'm pressing down and I'm kind of doing like this movement here, but faster. So just up and down, and I'm keeping it, I'm moving my wrist as I get to the edge so that it gives it a little bit of a flick up. And then I'll show you how I do that faster. So it's just like this, right? It's almost pushing it down and moving it up in a, like a sawing action. And you know, when you get fast, it actually adds a lot of character to the tree and gaps and things because you're not always touching exactly because you're going pretty fast. So the faster you get, the more detail the trees actually end up having, even though it's kind of a messy style. So now you step back, you see all these details, which really are just pushes of the brush. So hopefully that was a good example of how I do it. And this is a nice big tall one here. So with this one, I'm going to leave the trunk on the bottom. I'm not going to do the tree all the way down to the bottom. So I gave myself a nice thick trunk there so it looks more realistic. And then I'm going to do the down one. So same thing, just barely touch the top, only use like, you know, like a quarter of your, or less than a quarter of your brush at the top. And you just tap the top, lifting up. And then once you get to about this part, you want to keep moving out. With these downward branches, I always lift up. I don't do the pushing like I did on this one. And I let these bristles, like if they're slightly apart, they're not perfect, it actually helps quite a bit. So to create those different branches.
As you can tell, Rock My World, that we're using craft acrylic paint. So just the little tubes you get at Michael's.
Or you can get the bigger versions, like the bulk stuff. If you're getting bulk, I like Montmart. You can get it on Amazon, Montmart. And I think you can get it at Michael's and stuff too, but Montmart is a really good brand for this. Comes off easy and it goes on thick.
Good morning. I just want to ask that you want to have some tea.
I'm okay, thank you.
I'll go for a tea, yeah, with some sugar.
You want to get?
Thank you so much, that's very kind.
Just one?
Just one.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you. Sugar and milk. That's very nice.
So, like I was saying, when I get down to the bottom here, I'm actually going to leave this trunk. So I'm going to start like, spreading this out like it's the bottom of the tree. So really only going to do a couple branches here and there to make it look like it's reached the bottom. And There we go. So now it's a little bit more realistic.
We have a question that I don't understand. Dilyana Mesic, is that how you say your name? She says acryl, pure acryl?
Acrylic.
Acrylic, I guess. Yeah. Yeah, it's acrylic.
Yeah, it's just pure acrylic. I sometimes, if the acrylic is quite thick, like if it's depending on the brand, if it's super thick, I'll add a tiny bit of water. But for the most part, the whites that I work with, they don't really need any water. If you're using interior house paint, then I would add a little bit of water just to make it a little bit more slippery. But other than that, it's basically just pure acrylic. Yeah. Another happy tree. Just tapping super lightly on the top. And right about here, I'm not going to lift up anymore. I'm just going to do the jigsaw back and forth, and moving my wrist like this so that it's pointed upward by the time I get to the corner. So it's like this. Whoosh, whoosh, whoosh. You have to make noise. Say whoosh.
Thank you. Gonna go rub with some tea.
Thank you.
Perfect temperature. Nice and sweet.
Chai tea?
Yeah, chai tea.
Nice. Another thing is when you're doing the trunk, you got to make sure that it's pretty straight. If you don't have a pretty straight trunk, then it will end up skewing your tree. And this one's a little bit off. So what I'm doing is I'm adding more to this side and less to this side, so that eventually it will look like the trunk is more centered. And that'll do. Trees are not perfect in nature anyway, so.
Just a quick side note. A pop-up came up for remove the background noise. Are you noticing a difference on your end that you're watching? It says to hear the speaker more clearly. How is it working out? Do you hear the wind still?
Okay, so
We're onto the door.
what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna add a hill above that rain splash zone. Right here.
Below that is also where everyone puts their foot on the door, puts their knee on the door. So they're going to smudge it. So always keep it a little bit higher. And awning wise, there's not too much here. It's basically just this much. So hopefully the rain goes a different direction. Someone says, "What is that magic?" It's Christmas.
It's Christmas magic.
Have a sip of this. Have a sip. It's delicious.
Mmm. Oh, that's really good.
Says, so it says the wind isn't too bad, but it's there. We can hear you perfectly. Excellent.
Gouda like cheese.
Foster questions. No, it's poison. You're referring to the tea? Oh, the bosses are wanting to go back in.
Yeah,
We'll make some room here.
Go for it.
Thank you.
Yeah, no problem.
Give you guys some more customers on TikTok here. Excellent question from Alex. Want to paint on the inside? These windows are super tinted. Like, you can see how reflective it is. Like, you can see me really clearly. You can't actually see into the restaurant at all, and you can see across the street in the reflection.
On top of that, we have booths and payment desks and other things that are in the way on the inside. So as long as there's a cover, it's better to do it on the outside if it's tinted and stuff in the way.
Yeah, with the white trees, it's not so bad on a decently warm day. But when you get into stuff like the snowman or like Santa and things, it takes a lot longer and you get a lot colder and wetter. So normally stuff like that would be inside. Bridget says, where is this? This is in Surrey, BC. At right here.
Pizza Loco.
Pack a local Royal Indian cuisine.
Okay. That's looking Buddha.
Here, I'll step back so we can see everything. Okay, so in this short time we've been here, I'll go side to side here. So all those trees are looking done. So we're adding some snow next, or?
Yeah, I'm gonna fill in the snowman.
Rock My World says, looks amazing, nice job so far.
Thank you. So you see how when I go right over top of this part, you can actually see it underneath? You have to be super, super gentle and super careful or else it'll come right off. So I wouldn't want to go over that again, or else that whole thing will come off. So I'm doing white here, but all the places with color, I'm gonna color right over top of that white, and the white base helps the colors pop out. And the rest of it's just white snowman, right? So. So you can see that chalk line that I did at the very beginning, it's totally gone. And you can just paint right, you can see a little bit of it right there. You can just paint right over top of it. You don't see it at the end. Just washes it right off and you paint over it.
Oh, we should tell them how come you're painting the scarf in with white.
I'm painting it in with white because I'm going to put color on top. And if I just do it with just simply color, then you'll be able to see that tint underneath. And it just doesn't have that much of a pop. The color just gets kind of dull. So I do fill everything in with white first, and then I have a white face to kind of give a little bit more of a shine underneath.
We have 100 people watching.
Hello, 100 people! Thank you for watching! So a little bit about me. I've done this for about almost 20 years now. And I'm always constantly changing my styles and how I do things, but I try to kind of teach a little bit along the way and share what works and what doesn't. And I'm hoping to do some classes this year, maybe some live workshops or something coming up. So make sure you're subscribed. And I do have a YouTube channel. That's where I want to grow a little bit more. So I'd probably do the classes over there. And that's painted_chicken, just like the handle here. And I have a little bit more content over there too. So like more like vlogs and time-lapse things of sorts.
We have a question about how long the first layer takes to dry in the cold.
It depends on how wet it is. If it was pouring rain, it might take a lot longer. Right now it's pretty dry and windy, so that helps me dry the layers. But generally speaking, anywhere from 20 minutes to an hour. Usually less. It's usually around 20 minutes or maybe 10 minutes if it's windy like this. Because I'm putting it on super thick. So it's not too thick of a paint. It dries pretty quick. However, I had a project earlier this year that 3 hours later still wasn't dry. And I had to kind of like, I don't know, I had to kind of just paint over top of it anyways, and got my paintbrushes all wet with different colors, and it was kind of a nightmare. So sometimes it's just super moist in the air and it just won't dry. But for the most part, it's pretty quick.
How can we join your classes and how much do they cost?
Well, I haven't really figured that out yet. So I'm not sure on how much it would be or whether
Might
it would
be a
just
membership on YouTube depending on
Yeah, it could be a membership or
status. So
something.
subscribe on YouTube. It really helps a lot.
Yeah, subscribe please.
Because in Canada here, we don't
We don't
have a
get
creator
paid for
fund on TikTok.
Yeah, I don't. I have 100,000 people here on TikTok, and I've never been paid for anything. And I've been creating content since 2019, so it kind of sucks.
Oh, there's like the super likes or whatever they're called
Yeah,
on
there's
here.
the super likes, and
Yeah.
there's like people can tip and things like that, but I don't go live as often, like enough to kind of pay me for that. So, but yeah, I think I'd like to do some classes. It'd be fun.
How much do you typically charge when you're painting business windows?
My minimum starts at $285. That's Canadian. And it goes up from there. Typically, I'm working anywhere between $400 and $1,500. That's usually around the range that I do. It just depends on what I'm painting, how big it is, obstacles, all that stuff. How far it is. There's so many things to put into that quote. But for the most part, it's, I just kind of have it in my mind. Like, honestly, like I can kind of think about, I just need a picture of the place and general idea of how big the windows are. And then I kind of figure it out in my head. But that's because I've been doing it for so long.
And this is talking about Ford and Mark.
Okay. That's good. We'll let that dry for a minute and we'll do some snowflakes on the tops of the window there.
Okay, here comes the snow.
Let it snow, baby.
Here, I'll go back more so you can see that it's not just a bunch of blobs. It actually is just a bunch of blobs, but it's snow.
Snowball.
And snow really helps fill the dead zones. A lot of times clients are like, oh, it needs a little bit more. You just pop in some snow. Everybody's happy.
Want to see the swirly do? Okay, ready? There we go. Swirly do.
It's magical wind.
Okay.
Oh, I saw him watching from Pakistan.
Oh, cool. Welcome, welcome. All right. Buddha.
Sun's starting to come out now. Maybe it'll warm up a little bit more for us. Color, we have to wait a bit more for the snowman to dry first. Have you done this in the States? No, because
Work in the States.
you might get iced. Definitely not working in the States.
No, we're from Canada, so I don't have a visa or anything like that to work in the States.
Unless you're a billionaire for a green card marriage. Girl says, Lolo, get iced. Where do you find your ideas for pictures to paint on the windows?
They come from my head. And also, like, some of the cartoons and stuff, like, I'll look up clip art or use AI to help me kind of, like, come up with ideas, and then I'll just kind of make them my own. Or I'll draw it on my iPad first. But yeah, I've been doing it for so long now that I have all these, like, cartoons that are kind of, like, locked in here, and that I just, just do. So.
Oh, we have someone from Ottawa, or Oshawa. Oshawa in the house. Merry Christmas. And
Oshawa in the
and
house.
Bonnie would love to come to Canada. It's on her bucket list. But Bonnie, where are you from? We got Ashley from Ontario. We got Newfoundland watching.
Oh, so nice.
And so you're watching half an hour later.
My dad's a Newfie.
Oh, Bonnie's from Indiana. I'll tell everyone a secret about Canada. It looks pretty much the same as the States. Except our highway signs are different. And there's less guns on the road.
Culturally, totally different. No, it's totally different. But actual.
Yeah. Like, have you seen Twilight where they're in the forest and all that? That's pretty much what it looks like here because they shot it here. And she's been doing this for like 15 years.
More than that. Almost 20 now.
Almost 20.
Yeah.
Our hearts are alive, singing carols outside.
Yeah, hello from New Zealand.
Oh wow! Hello, all over the place. Okay, so we're gonna go. Let's do red first.
Award the colors. The Proud New Feud. This is the kit. This is all acrylic. Mostly Montmarts and Bogarts.
Wow, this one's a little thick, so.
Oh, so Taryn's watching from Kansas.
Hello.
Speaking of Kansas, we just watched both Wicked movies recently.
And Sam and Colby.
Yeah, do you know Sam and Colby personally?
I'm sure you do. They're from Kansas. Everyone must know each other.
There's like
in
5
Kansas.
people there, right?
Yeah, right. All right.
Taryn says, I'm not Dorothy.
That must be so annoying. People must say that all the time. Okay. Here comes the color.
What state is this? This is, some people might call it the 51st state.
Ugh.
Or 52nd, I don't know. Yeah, 51st is what they call it. No, we're in Canada. Independent Canada.
Proud independent cat.
Let's see. Terrence said, wait, did she add? She add to thin the paint. That was water.
Just water. And don't do that all the time. That was just because mine was like, you can see how thick it is.
Getting kind of chunky now.
It's like really thick, so I had to add a little bit to it. Otherwise, it just kind of scrapes along and it pulls the layer underneath. It'll kind of pull it right off, so. Gotta have a little bit of water, but not a lot. If you put a lot in, it's a nightmare. It will not work. Okay, that's all the bread, except the ribbon, but we can do the ribbon after. No, I'll do it right now. Never mind. Here comes the ribbon. I don't even know the history. I think it was just that a client wanted a little bit more color added to the white ribbon. And we just said, well, what about a ribbon? And then it just became signature. Does it just look, and you can do any color ribbon too, so if they have like, like colors or anything like that they want to kind of stick with, then you can kind of add that to them.
Let's talk about cooking again. And how many hours does it take? So we got here at 10-ish. And pricing mostly depends on how big the place is. So like if it's like a Mercedes dealership, they're enormous. And you're usually around like 1,500 to 2,000 depending what they want. If they want more cartoons and Santas and things, it's going to be
like
more because it's more time.
100 feet kind of thing. That'd be like 100 feet plus.
And with like the trees, you can just blast through these super fast, as you've seen. The price will be a little bit less, but not too much less, because it's like paying more for working faster, is how we see it. Get the occasional client, they'll be like, oh, you're only here for 45 minutes. Then it's like, well, we could take 7 hours, but we just charge you even more.
Always charged by the project.
Oh, is this your cousin? Another Laura Murphy. I think that's your cousin.
Oh. Are you my cousin?
Have a look at the picture.
Yes. My cousin.
She says the OG.
Yeah, the OG. But yeah, going back into quoting, like there's a lot of stuff that goes into quoting. You know, your travel time, your material costs, your talent costs, what you're actually painting. There's so much to whether you have an employee or not, your car expenses and gas. You gotta add all of that stuff together. Even if it's just a fraction of, like gas or whatever, it's just like a fraction of it. You add it all up, and then it becomes your quote. So you can't forget those things.
And Self-Love XOXO, what colors are you using? So far we have red. And on the snowman, what else are we using?
We're gonna use orange for the nose. We're gonna use green for the scarf. And maybe some we have gloves too, we'll do color on. We did Santa hat on them. Yeah. Pink for the cheeks. No, should I do another layer of white?
For the actual white parts, I would.
Yeah. Gonna do that. Second layer is not working. It's taking off the first.
Is it too wet still?
No, it's just 'cause it's like being like on the house page.
Well, we have some painting drama. Is it gonna stick?
Yeah, so when you do this base with just acrylic paint, like craft acrylic paint, it doesn't hold on very well for that second layer. It kind of picks it up. But if you're going to do a lot of these outdoor paintings with the base being white, then I recommend using house paint for like white house paint for the base. And then once that's dry, you can go over it several times without it going like picking up, because it sticks on the window a little better, and it's usually a little thicker. So
The season is officially ended for us. This is like the
this is a bonus.
extended version.
This is a little bonus.
What's your favorite paint brand and why?
Montmart, I would say. It's inexpensive and it works really, really well for window painting. And it has, it's thick. Like it's not see-through. It has a really good, what do you call it? Opacity. So, Montmart on Amazon, super cheap for what it is. And you can use it for canvas work too. It's quite good. I like it.
They have good YouTube videos too.
Yeah.
It's an Australian guy.
So you can see if you want to come closer, show you.
Here's the
So
single layer.
it's kind of lifting up the first layer. So you can see like, it does look better, but I'm having to be super duper careful. So what I'm doing is I'm actually adding more paint onto the brush so that as I push, it's depositing that thick paint as opposed to the bristles hitting it, if that makes any sense. And then when I go back up, it kind of,
It's more smearing.
Not ideal.
Oh, we got a gift.
Oh, I did?
Vanity Versace sent a heart.
Oh, thank you.
And they became the number 7 fan in the fan club.
Oh, yeah. There's a fan club?
I didn't know there was a fan
I
club.
don't know how this works.
And then we have a question on how much did you charge for this job?
This particular job is $400. As you can see, I'm not done it yet, so you'll see the final amount of detail and all that stuff. I've worked my way up to that kind of thing. When I first started, I was doing windows for like 35, 45 bucks. You know, just to kind of like figure it out and get better and all that. When I very first started, I did a portfolio at home. I just did some windows at home. I took photos of those, and then I relied on some of the small town owners, because I'm from a small town, so I was able to kind of like, I knew some of the owners from the restaurants and like places like that. So I asked them, and they were more likely to let me do it because they knew me and all that stuff. So like dog groomers and like restaurants that I would go to for our family, and then so that's how I started building my portfolio and my client list, and it just got bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger from there. It took probably like 5 years to get like full time, where it would be like every single day from November to December 5th kind of thing. It took about 4 or 5 years to get that amount, but now I do, and I have more than that because I have to have employees in order to help me get through all of the clients that I have. So that means that I'm more than full time. At only just those 5 weeks, though, that's the worst part, is that it's just such an insane push. I almost always get sick at the end of the season, and I don't see my family very much, and so it's pretty crazy, but it's fun. I love it.
We have a
I'm not
message.
complaining.
Vanity Versace says, I'm happy to meet you both. All the best for the season and 2026.
Thank you. You too. We're actually done the season, luckily. But this is an extra. Just got a call randomly because they saw the paintings across the street that I did, and they were like, "We want some." So got lucky, got a couple of extra, or one extra, later in the season. So it's good. Now we need pink for cheeks, and orange, green. Thank goodness the sun came out. It's much warmer now. Pink. Green, green, green.
149 people.
Hello, hello.
Crow says, cool.
Thanks. All right. I love this Christmas green. It is so nice. Such a nice color. It's like a holly berry, like a holly leaf.
The Crayola paintbrush.
It is. Crayola round set
They're super smooth.
and Crayola,
And they're
Crayola
cheap.
flat set. Those two are really good. I use them all the time. They work really well for window painting. I need the purple. There we go.
She gets some butter chicken. It's super yummy.
Oh yeah, we know all about that. All right. Cute.
And Crow, we are using Montmartre acrylic paints.
So you can see I'm leaving an outline there so that I don't have to outline it again. Because I outline everything, all my cartoons in white. So I just leave a space so that I don't need to outline it again.
And as a general tip, we'll just let everyone know, don't use tempera paint on windows. Too flaky.
I love this is called Penguin Blue because we did a whole bunch of penguins, like 30 of them or something for all the Craftsman collisions. So we marked it Penguin Blue. All right. That's much better. The other layers are wet, so I have to be super careful not to touch. Otherwise my brush gets all messed up.
Excuse me. Oh, I might have accidentally clicked the button for someone to co-host.
Oh.
Ignore that. Do not co-host.
Okay. Gouda! So cute! Alright. It all comes together at the end.
It's carrot time.
Carrot time! Correct. Oh.
We have Cuddy from Texas.
Welcome, welcome. One and all.
So in Texas, do they do a lot of fake snow at the malls and stuff, or how do they usually decorate out there? Because it's pretty hot.
I think it's the same as here, honestly.
Someone's watching from the Arctic Circle.
Wow. That's very cool. What town or village or city?
Got Mama Wolf from Tennessee.
Woo! Uh-oh. I splattered myself.
Upstate New York.
Wow, so many people from so many places. That's what I love TikTok about. So cool. Brings us all together.
Got Renee from Alberta.
Fellow Canadian.
Let me guess, you are either Red Deer or Calgary. Oh, from
Edmonton?
Susan's
Also
from
a big one?
Nunavut.
Nunavut? Oh, okay. Cool.
I'll say the name wrong. Cougarook?
Again?
Cougarook?
Kuru? Oh, maybe.
Small town of 1,000 people.
Hopefully we said it right. That's
Rhea's from Edmonton.
awesome. I guessed it right. Okay, so what do I need now?
So Halifax.
I just need the black outlines.
Back to the
And
painting.
I need the shine on the ribbon. And Posca dots.
So right now it has like no detail because it's not sharpened with the black yet.
I'm gonna do Posca dots and shine on the ribbon.
Oh, how do you say her name? Kerith? Kerith? From Sydney, Australia.
Oh, very cool. All right.
And he says, I wish I was in BC. It's freaking cold here.
Yeah, it's 12 or 13 right now. It's actually really, really warm for December. But I'm sure that'll change. So I'm just doing some shines on the ribbon.
Oh, Megan D sent you a You're Awesome kitty face.
Oh, thank you. Do I have a cat on my face? Is it one of those things?
No, it's like a emoji type thing.
Okay. Oh no!
Dirty brush.
Right in the dirt. Right in the dirt. See if I can get that off.
You got R from Ohio. Is that literal Ohio or like the Gen Alpha Ohio? Let's give it a Riz. Edmonton has been minus 20 to minus 30 last week.
Yeah, the rest of Canada has been super freaking cold.
Susan,
And then here we have like a warm pocket because it's like the jet stream is going through it's not hitting our side of the west. It's like Calgary kind of area. And then it dips way down. It's super cold.
just talking of an atmospheric river right now.
Yeah,
We got a nice break. We got the sun coming out. But
we have a lot of flooding right now. Like our neighboring town is literally underwater.
Abbotsford, Chilliwack.
Evacuated. It's terrible.
So if you're from Metro Vancouver, Castle Fun Park is underwater.
So, I mean, that's why it's warm. It's like, it's not just nice and warm. We have the crazy rain.
Officials in the States have said for Canada to keep their water on our side of the border.
Yeah, right. Yeah, we'll try.
We're painting we're painting in Surrey, BC. The border of Surrey and Delta.
Oh dear. It's not dry yet. It's getting tainted with pink.
We have 215 people watching.
Woohoo!
Oh, 221. It just jumped up.
221.
Keep tapping that screen. Let's fill this place up.
Yeah, please tap the screen just with little hearts. That would be awesome. Best part's coming, the little black outlines for the snowman, and everything just comes together so amazingly.
Streeter says, how did you start this job? And how do I do this?
Go to my YouTube channel and follow my YouTube channel because I have lots of tips on there. It's painted_chicken, the same as the handle on this place. And then, you know, hopefully you can get some tips on how to start, but also how I started. I think I just, you know, I don't even know like when exactly it was or what started it, but I think it was, I just saw other people do it and I was like, yeah, I can do that.
It was a pet thing, wasn't it?
It might have been like I had seen people do it and like the first one or two were like pet spas because I love drawing dogs and poodles and stuff because I have dogs. And, yeah, I think those were like the first couple ones.
Good night, P2. Good night from Finland, she says.
Good night. Thanks for watching.
Oh. So adding the highlights to the ribbon here.
This really makes a big difference.
If there was an inside painting, we would be doing the highlights first.
Yeah. Yeah, we do it in completely different ways when we do it on the inside versus the outside. It's a totally different set of steps.
Well, this might be the first customer of the day arriving. I don't know. Or maybe it's the boss pulling up in a car here. I'm not going to film him because it's weird.
Okay. Ribbon is done. Highlight first. I don't know if it's dry enough yet. Maybe I'll
Yeah, big wet spot there.
do the black lines first, and then I'll do the highlight after.
It's the
Yeah,
The black?
Just a little water.
little bit of water.
If the black is like extra slippery, then
It's
it
really
helps.
chunky on the sides of the
That's
container.
okay. That's okay. I don't need that part. Ready?
Okay, now it's going to start to look like something. Oh, it smells good all of a sudden.
Onions.
Look at that blobble.
It's classic bobble.
So what do you call it? Do you call it a pom-pom, a bobble, or a blobble? Let us know.
A blobble. I don't know if I've ever heard of blobble before.
So if any of you own a business in Metro Vancouver, take a note, focus for next year, windowpainting.ca. See, a Superior racing car. Shouldn't you be doing that from the inside so no one can rub it off on the outside? Normally we do. But you can see this window is super heavy tinted. Like you can barely see it at all when it's real close. So it would just look like it's like it's through sunglasses, basically. And right now, like she's like painting in the garden, so most people won't pick at it. It's looking good. So when I'm helping, I'm usually hanging the stencils, tracing, and outlining and doing highlights. The actual art is done by Laura.
We like to do 2 different size dots to make it look more realistic for snow. Because then the blobs all of a sudden have more realism to it. Can't reach. Oh no.
Yeah, the Posca pen, if you like make a weird squiggle, just make it into a bigger circle, larger snowflake.
This is the Posca pen I'm using. It's a bullet point and it's an 8. I think it's called no, it's 7 mil. It's a 7 mil bullet shape. PC-7M if you want one of these. They're like $20, but they make a big difference and they last a long time.
This is one of like the bigger ones too. You can get like the skinny ones that are meant for like drawing indoors and stuff, but
They don't do.
we burn through these like real fast.
We need big. Make it look right. It makes a big difference. Visually, it's
Really
really
gives that depth.
depth and just a little bit more professional.
More complete.
Well, yeah, complete.
So here's our last one empty. So pretty in the sunlight.
Thanks. All right. Last thing.
The highlights really make it pop.
Okay.
So this is the start of the course.
I think we are done. Thanks for watching, guys. This looks really cute. I like it.
So last step is to talk to the boss and see if they like it
And get paid.
and get paid.
Fare thee well, my friends. Thank you very much for watching. And yes, please follow me on my YouTube, which is painted_chicken. And I am going to hopefully in 2026 do some courses and teach you how to do some window painting inside or outside and all sorts of other things like wall murals and markets and all sorts of other fun things. So thank you so much for watching. Bye.